Ooh. Ooh. Paul, what would you have liked to have seen in that last matchup from Teutonic, such that he wouldn't have gotten contained like that, he wouldn't have gotten um, kept in the dark like that, where he couldn't see where expansions were going on, what tech path Protoss was going down, that there were carriers on the map, and to have gotten himself into such a position on the back foot like that.
I think if he just at least pushed out very slowly, siege tank after siege tank, I think then that would have been better than just sit and stay put.
Mm,
Um, because there's really, when you have a bunch of siege tanks like that, you have a bunch, like that's a lot of power. And if that just
right.
moves even slightly, it still has the range of a siege tank, which devastates. So I think at least maybe with a science vessel, like pushing out and doing the scouting in case of like DTs or anything
Mm,
like that, and maybe with I'd say 6 Goliaths to account for drops, and at least like a steady slow push would have been a lot better. Because I did see that on the map. There was a lot of open spaces, including in the main, and there's also no room to build turrets, which is discouraging to low. I say to any
mm.
Terran player, really.
Right, I'll admit Luna seems in PvT pretty Protoss favored. It has that big wide open middle, and it's all completely unbuildable. So you can't really be pushing out slowly with those turrets and tanks, so as to prevent any like zealot bombs or drops going off onto your tanks while you're
Mhm.
pushing out like that. Unless you're also producing Goliaths, and that just that reduces the number of your vultures or your tanks or something like that. Just adding that anti-air into the mix.
Right. Um, so yeah, and I do think that naturally Terran moves to wherever they can build,
Mm,
um, which probably was a big mental block for Terran at that particular time. So which probably hasn't had much experience on that map,
right,
which would probably account for why he was so immobile.
right. On Luna, just I don't know. Maybe if you're Terran on Luna, you have to do something abnormal to make up for the fact that no, I can't build here and I have this big wide open center to deal with. I have to like, I don't know, scooch around on the edges or something with no turrets. I don't know how you make up for that.
I say science vessels and mines
Mm,
because mines they they can kill any zealots and yeah, and vessels for detection.
right. Okay, well, this was the second ever weekend friendlies where Blank Boy took it 3-0 and we'll see you next week at the same time, 2 p.m. Central on Sunday. That's going to be April 26th, 28th, excuse me. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.